EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, what a moment for this Jaguars franchise. Their first Super Bowl appearance since their founding in 1995.
And how much applause should they be getting? A ton. Why? Finally took the last step because they've been to the AFC Championship multiple times in franchise history. Finally able to step through the door, and now on the precipice of their first ever NFL title.
Meanwhile, for the Falcons, exciting times in Atlanta. Their third trip to the Super Bowl, and obviously, Charles, they want to erase the bad memories from the last time they were there against Tom Brady and the New England Patriots.
That's the one that sticks out for all Falcons fans. That's the one that sticks out for all NFL fans. A comeback for the ages by the Patriots. But this is the third time for the Falcons, 0-2. Remember, first time, Super Bowl 33, they lost to John Elway and the Broncos in Miami. They want their first title in this one.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one deep for London. That is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Back to Robinson now on first down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Robinson with another carry. Running right through him. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Ritter, he wants to change the play here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and a couple. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I'll let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Straight ahead, Etienne. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. On play action, Lawrence. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 7-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. First down. Here's Ritter. And caught by London. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little.
And now the rookie's free. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. Looking for London on the out route, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On second down, another shot for Robinson. Fights through him. And he'll be out of bounds. 119 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Patterson. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Robinson. Powering his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even fast.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Going play action, Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. A give left side to Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Ritter will set up to throw it into the hands of London. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and goal from the 1. Ritter going to keep it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ritter keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Falcons continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And they'll run with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jags are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On first down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Now Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 32 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Ritter with it after the play fake. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Falcons will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback, and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping it air. But
that ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Falcons are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Koo for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Falcons 42, Jaguars 21. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go play action now. Lawrence, he'll buy some time right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. His first ever catch in a Super Bowl. A nice moment. And also a first down.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Ritter back to throw. Got a man. It's London. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Handoff now to Robinson. Andre Cisco there on the stop. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving and keep grinding the clock.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And he's caught on the sideline, but first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, After we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. And there's just one quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the fourth quarter. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. A big third down play there for the Jags. 42 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for it?
There he goes, left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Koo now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
52, Jaguars 35. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lawrence to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 58 yards. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught. He got it in the end zone. So instead of trying to get 1 point closer, they roll the dice on the fake and come up with 2. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive, 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. – 1 returns this to the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And now off to the races down the right side. Pushes. Now he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson. 56 yards. And the Falcons use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here comes 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Into the hands of Ingram. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. Throwing now, Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw, Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Superbowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
Bye.